Alright, what's up YouTube? This is another deck profile coming to you live from Minikyu, Hawaii. This is Jared. This is his top 8 deck profile from his State Preliminaries. So what leader did you run, man?
I ran Super Saiyan 4, the Golden Ape that goes into the daddy right here.
Nice, SS4 Goku.
Long God, Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku, you know.
Nice. Alright, any meta games you play that you like today?
I played a good gambit of stuff. Like I anticipated a lot of mono blue coming to the event, and I didn't want to play Super Saiyan 3. I just thought it was saturated, and I didn't want to play blue as a leader. And my favorite color has always been yellow.
So you just wanted to run what your favorite
Yeah,
deck
I've been
is,
playing. I picked him up a month ago, and I basically have been playing this list that I've made for the last month, and
that's all it's
I
about,
performed.
man.
I really am impressed with how.
Any matchups you didn't like or anything like that?
In the top 8, Cell.
Cell was how for you?
It was just, I knew what was coming, and I had no answers for it. Like, I didn't have a side deck, but I didn't expect to see Cell.
Cell, yeah.
It just showed up. I guess to get into the deck profile, I'll start with the most controversial. I ran
so 3 Shugesh,
3-to-1 ratio, the lone solo pan, and the 3 Big Daddy Shugesh. You know, a lot of people, I think, aren't playing yellow because they fear the Chrono. And even, I feel like, in this meta, they go to game 2 and they side in the Chrono that's more black in the random pool that they do, and they have to see it. And they're not siding like a playset, it's 2-3. You know, so I really like my odds in that regard. So, Shugesh came in clutch. You know, I run a lot of targets that you'll see later. And, you know, standard yellow. I think that gives a lot of strength along with the leader.
How many colors did you have? 2 colors?
Yeah, I played red, yellow.
Nice.
So we're just gonna go through the yellow battle cards here first. So I ran 2 of the Baby Coup, you know, from the last format with the Shugesh. You know, it ends any combo. It punishes a big overextension. I ran a 3 set of the Bardogs here.
Okay, help self-awaken, and then also help with your leader ability too, just to get less life than your opponent.
I ran the 4 of the Goten. I think here in these ratios, I didn't max out on the Bardogs because the yellow for me, the battle cards were just to correct my hand to set up red color plays for them, because that's where a lot of my power came up. If it wasn't from the leader itself, it was from my red battle cards. So I only ran 6, 9.
9, and he still kept seeing all of them.
Yep,
pretty much.
I always saw him. 9 yellow battle cards aside from the super combos. I ran mostly yellow extras, so I ran the 2 10 times Command Man. And it was a good pressure card in that no matter what, when you combo with it, as long as your leader is Long Guard, Super Saiyan 4, you know, you're going to hit the 15k boost and
plus
double strike.
So
even like in the early game where I'm pushing into like an SS3, he's at 5 life, and I haven't even awakened yet, I push with 25k double strike, they go down to 3, you know, and it's a low investment on my end, and it came in clutch in a lot of the aggressive matches.
It just pushes when you need it to, pretty much.
2 bad ring lasers to stop counters and like all-out game pushes.
How'd that do today? Did that come out
it came in clutch. Like, it won me a couple games because it baits the counter. They counter thinking they're going to be there out. I bad ring and finish out my combo and just push in.
From there, yeah.
You know?
GG, pretty much.
Especially with like the leader having crit, like they go thinking that the negate's going to save them, and then I just neg it. I played 3 instant transmission. It's a lot of coverage with the 3 Nimbus, because you could go Nimbus first, get on the leader strike ideally, and then the next battle card straight out. So you tap out on the Nimbus, and then you got that for extra coverage, so that they don't even get the combo, which is my fear with a lot of the blue decks, like them getting to untap a blue with the unyielding. I played 3 Planet Vegetas because it searches everything in the deck.
Everything's a target, pretty much.
Everything, Pan, Shugesh, everything. The only card I couldn't search was the 1 Mass Saiyan that I mained.
Oh, right, because I think it's a 5.
It's 5, yeah.
So that's too big
so here are some cute 1-0s that I played that aided the Shugesh.
Oh, okay, so those are just all Shugesh targets?
All Shugesh targets, and the Gohans, I mean, you saw play earlier today.
Right.
Where, you know, you do your math, and he's the 4th card in your hand, and you Shugesh him out. And he actually won me a game because they had to choose the combo or to block it, and the block was going to make them take 2 damage regardless of whether or not, you know, they killed him with the revenge off of Yajirobe. I saw all the Yajirobes. The Cabo is a good last minute thing, you know. He becomes that 1-strike lethal. You can Shugesh him. He's an additional, because I ended up
double strike.
Yeah, he's a 4th Trunks, if you will. The Digging Deep, he was a math card. So like I'd Shugesh him in if I hardcast him because he's only 1 red, and I'd use that to either get lower than my opponent for his passive, or to just gain card advantage. And he's 2 swings, so it was just a lot of pressure, especially when the opponent was tapped out. The Kaba can't be countered. and he's a shoot gas target, so I play him, and then he's a pseudo finisher. I swing knowing that they're outs to negate, they can't counter him, and I combo out on him, Champa, etc., etc. The Gohan came in, was probably the MVP. I was running 2 and decided for the Cabba.
Right. I saw that play with your miraculous comeback Gohan, and I was freaking out.
I don't regret it. I ran 2 burst attacks, and again,
resupply your hand pretty much.
So and then more aggressive matches, especially against like mono blue in the cell matches, I had to pressure. Like I had to swing, and so I had to have my hand low, and this made it easier to like Shigesh everything out, go down to 4 cards in hand, 3 cards in hand, and swing right back up to 4, 5, 6.
And just restart the whole thing. Yeah.
3 Champas, you know, have a lot of targets that really kind of ache to have Champa already going onto him. So the crit,
Did that come up sneaky at all today? Like, did you catch anyone dirty with that today?
Yeah, kind of caught people with it. Yeah, like the last card Champa, with Spice, and it's good because I already have outs for like Goku himself, but to not have to commit to yellow because it's any color obviously. It's like I got 5 copies of 10 times Kamehameha. It's 5k less, but it has the freedom of going anywhere and being colorless.
Yeah, exactly.
So it made the leader so much stronger. A lot of my pressure came from the leader itself. We ran the intensifying Trunkses and the 3 chain attacks. I was playing 4-3. I decided to cut down for the extra Cabba and a 3rd Zeno. So in a lot of the power, you know, you have a lot of targets, as well as them being Shigesh targets or chain attack targets. So, you know, outside of just Zenoing, which I admit that I usually Zenoed most of the time, but there were plays where I dropped out the baby coup, dropped out the burst attack, and as well as digging deep just to have more attacks or whatever suited my needs. So this is really like a toolbox aggro deck, I like to think of it as. You know, it has a lot of options as far as you can adjust from mid-range to aggro to control. We ran the 3 hits.
Oh, okay, spicy.
Yeah, there was one game I lost it, but I managed to resolve hit twice on a guy.
Oh, so 4 cards pretty much.
Yeah, and it's just nice. And when you're trying to cement an aggressive play, because turn 4, if I haven't awakened yet, you play the hit, you untap the 2, so now they're down 2 cards, and you know, I sit on my Nimbuses and whatnot. I know I'm not going to die the next turn, and I know that they can't really pressure me, so it's a really stable thing. And then I have some spice in my side deck, rolling around him. Then we play the Blue Boy,
of course,
the Zeno. You know,
refresh button on your browser.
The refresh button, and you know, a lot of time he's bait. He helps me with math as well because he's a free combo. He doesn't do anything, but like he's that 4th card where I need to get down so I can Shigesh to go down to 4 and then put in the miraculous comeback.
Right.
So I needed to see him. I playtested earlier against Mono Blue, and I was at first running 2, and there were games and matches where I was like, I would run right now. I'd be able to get back, take control of the game if I had the Zeno man. So I needed to see it. So I bumped it up to 3. There was only one unfortunate time where in top 8, I chained Zeno into 2 Zenos, so that was unfortunate, but you know, it happens, RNG. I ran 3 black cards, each serving kind of individual purposes. One to extend a play, and if he wasn't the finish, he was the starting line. I'd swing with him after drawing the 2 cards to force, and then rely on whatever else board I established. That was for the swap matchup. It didn't come in as much, but I did see a lot of Yajirobe, so he did clean up the board there and kind of allow me to further aggress. And he's standard as far as like, he's one of the OG Overrealm double strike finishers. Yeah. And then the mirror for me, coupled with the Champa, was incredible. You know, he comes out and he's so big.
Yeah.
If I didn't read the negate,
how much
he gets 5k for every card in the warp when he swings.
Oh, every card.
Every card.
Yeah,
so
wow.
He gets big. Like usually, I've never swung with him where he was less than 80,000.
Plus, he played the bad ring too. So if you just swing with that,
secure that
and
win.
then get,
I won one game in my top 8 by just summoning him and just swinging for 1 because he was just too big. He was at, I think, 130.
Not block, but
they didn't have a
block.
Yeah, it was like they had 6 cards in hand. And it was just nothing. They didn't have to negate. That was the main board, you know. So going into the event, like I said, I expected a lot of mono blue.
Okay,
so
side deck now. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, I side deck accordingly. 4 mono blue, reading that as my hardest matchup. I didn't see as much as that. I did play Vegeta. I did play against mono blue, but not to the extent that I thought everything was going to be mono blue. But I'm glad it wasn't. These are my sides here. The 2 Vados, you know, I never found a reason to side them, so I do kind of regret it. But I never faced aggro. So there's no storm, which I credit to a lot of success of the cell decks we have today. There's just no feedback where I was like, oh, I need multiple negates, and like I needed to maximize my red to make sure I wasn't gonna get one shot.
But all the cells pretty much just knocked him down today.
Right. And same thing with Crusher Ball, to stop pushes, to stop them from getting to their combo phase, to just have them play a threat and then tap it immediately, like a Beerus for mono blue, etc., etc. Like my mindset for my side deck was really mono blue heavy. We'll save it black for last. I did, again, so these cards I did happen to side in. So for my more aggressive matches, I needed to focus on my leader, and extra times 10. This is a math card, and also, you know, I don't die, as well as the 4th Nimbus. So these were like, if I knew I was going to be more aggressive, I sided these in so that way I'd have a fallback and didn't die the next turn where they didn't. And that was to go for the kill more frequently on the leader and make my leader more of a viable threat.
Yeah.
And those were the yellow and like the non.
Oh, the yellow
cards.
side deck? Okay. What else you got in there?
So these cards, so I sided in this, expecting the Coronas maybe as like a filter card and just an extra.
Almost super combos?
Almost ones. So he did wonders as far as like stopping pushes and being efficient. So like I spent the card, didn't lose a card, maintained my hand advantage.
Right, because you draw one as soon as you combo. Yeah, so it recycles itself.
So, you know, he did his job, and I respect myself and like the people who mentioned to put him in there, because he did his job. The spice here was 2 lightning fast hits. The boy, the god, he came in. I did not resolve him. I had a chance that would have won me the game, but I was playing against a SS Blue Danger Dogs, and he had the 2-drop and.
The 2-drop
blew up the hit that I was setting up for it.
Ouch.
Had I been able to resolve that, I would have won.
You would have won. Oh, but, man, that's heavy.
You know, it happens. Like, I don't regret it. Maybe I cut him down to 1. I guess I played 2 for consistency purposes, just to make sure I see it. Yeah. In the future, I'd probably cut it down to 1 and just have it as that real kind of tech choice. Otherwise, he's just a 10K, which, you know, can be in the slower games is really good just for another 10K, especially with Chrono being in there and me shutting down my Shigesu as a 10K red, you know. And the side, we played the 2 Toas. And again, the Toas didn't shine as much because I did not see Storm, and I didn't see any mirrors where they were playing the Go-Tens for me to snag.
Oh, so they're always tapped when you would try to take them, and then...
Yeah, there was one time where I stole a Yajirobe to...
Pretty much Yajirobe.
Just to have an extra blocker. Yeah. So she was kind of lackluster, and I debated it. My only other choices were like Krona or more red, but I didn't know any viable reds that I could have put in here. So she was there if she was needed. There's not much I can say about that. This guy here, he in the more aggressive matches, he's amazing. He's a Champa target. He can't be blocked. So I got over those Yajirobes, and he was 5K, so he's never really dead. He was his extra combo material, and he was free. So it was like you make this extended push, and then you just drop them out there. And if they haven't exhausted everything, they're about to. And yeah, that's the side deck.
Let's see. Is there anything else you changed about the deck or anything like that?
Honestly, I wish I had gotten a second Mira and had made the consecutive choice. Pusher? Yeah, and maybe not. Maybe I'd sided these 2 and then made the 2 Mira and 1 Fu. As is. Beyond that, the deck performed almost better than I expected. Probably better than I expected, because honestly, I got here and I was like, I think I'm gonna scrub out, but I managed to pull the top off the bubble. Yeah. So, you know, I'm really happy for that. I've been taking this deck a while, so it was never a moment like during play where I was like, I don't know what I should do next. Like, I had a concrete plan. I knew if I got these certain cards, what routes to take and what kind of game plan to execute. And that's, I think, the biggest thing. Like, if you're going to go to an event, like, no matter what you're taking, if you know what you're playing and how it acts with other decks, then you should perform well.
Relatively well, right.
The leader itself, there was one game I know that to myself I lost. It was during that Danger Dog matchup. I game 2, I sided out my Baby Coos, expecting him to commit more to the Vegetos, and I lost because of it, because I had the perfect time. He had committed so much to keeping a Bergamo on the field, and I went to Planet Vegeta, looked through my deck, and realized that this guy wasn't there. Yeah. And I just thought to myself, I just lost myself the game.
Ouch. Okay, any shout-outs you want to give or anything like that? Any last
Finnick
words?
Gaming, the crew here in Minikyu, Milani, Honolulu, here on Oahu, because I'm from a different island on Maui. And my crew there, we have one of my teammates, he went undefeated with Self in Swiss. He's currently battling out for 3rd place. Hi, Nico. He's over there.
Playing right now.
And yeah, so I appreciate him. I gave him $1 to beat all the people I didn't want to see, and he came through. He can't get a raise. He got his $1 already. So again, shout out to Finnick Gaming. I wish I wore my shirt. Shout out to DBS Hawaii. You know, we're gonna try and build a community out here. We're a small island, get all our players. Everybody here. That guy right there. He's one of my great tiebreakers. I played him. I was the lane that she lost to. But yeah, you know, thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully we do better next time.
Alrighty, guys, that's it for today. See you guys later, okay?
DBS Hawaii signing out.
You're welcome.